All right, guys, what do you do when your friends and your family think that you're a massive degenerate because you play poker? They think that you should get a fucking life, go back to school, quit gambling. You know, what do you guys do in that situation, right? And I've been there before in my life where my family, my mom, shout out to my mom, my stepdad, my uncles, my friends all said, hey, Joey, what are you doing? You know, go to school, get a fucking job. You're wasting your life away. Why are you gambling for? Why do you go to the casino? All these sorts of things, right? And this is a common thing because I talked about this before. I was going to make a video and a lot of people said they want to see a video about this. And now there is only one answer oftentimes if your family and your friends think this about you. A lot of times you probably are degenerate. Because I know me, I was a massive fucking degenerate. I would go to work, I'd make money, I would go to the casino, I'd lose all my money, I'd want to go kill myself. I'd go back to work, I would do it again, I would talk to my mom, tell my mom about this. Well, obviously she's gonna say this about me. And then finally I quit my job, I started playing more poker online, and then I started making a little bit of money. And then, you know, your parents and a lot of your friends, you know, when you tell them you make money, they don't really, you know, they don't get it. But when you show them the receipts of something, that's when they're like, wow, son, I'm proud of you. You know, for what I did, I bought a car. I won my first prop bet. I bought a car, got a receipt, showed my friend. I bought like a Mercedes C230 hatchback, showed my friends, showed my family. Now all of a sudden it's like, hey, Joey's doing something for himself here. You know, before it's like, this dude's a fucking degenerate. Now it's like, oh, well, okay. You know, then after that, I bought a new car. I bought a BMW M3 at the time, and then all of a sudden, it's like, damn, Joey, okay, hey, okay. You know, then I moved out of my house. I moved out to San Diego. I got my own place out there with a friend. So you got to add on receipts, right? If you don't have anything to show for your alleged successes at gambling or poker, which, you know, some of you guys don't. Let's be honest. You either need to find some. Or, I mean, to me, it seems like it makes sense. You want to have friends and family that support what you're doing. If you tell them, I'm going to be the next poker star, you want them to be like, all right, Jimmy, go get it. You know, you can do it. Or you're like, I want to be a video blogger. You know, I want to do a prop bet or something. You want to have friends and family idea that support your dreams, but you can understand if they don't, right? So what are your options in that situation? You know, for me, a lot of times, I'm going to be honest, my mom might not want to hear this, but I just was like, fuck off. Like, I don't want to hear it. You know, people told me this stuff all the time. You ain't gonna do it, yada, 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 do this, do that. I'm like, woo, 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 whatever. I know what I want to do. I want to make it at poker. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make it at poker. And, you know, for that first like year and a half or something, when I was like a fun casino player, losing all my money and taking that, you know, sometimes taking the shuttle back from the Horseshoe to Chicago, you know, maybe I should have listened, right? But I didn't listen. I kept at it. And I feel like I'm an outlier. I'm not saying everyone should be doing that. But, you know, to me, the way you deal with this is you show receipts. Maybe sometimes you might buy something. You buy a trip. You get your parents a trip. You get your family a trip. If you care what they think that much. Some of you guys don't care. You know, some of you guys know it's like you make your money or whatever. But like in reality, a lot of you guys aren't winning players, man. Let's just be real right now about this. Let's take a look in the mirror. Are we winning players? You know, are we degenerates? Should we stop playing poker more? Or should we stop playing poker less? Should we study more? Yes, probably. Should we figure out what our biggest leak is and try to fix it? Yes, you should. So on one hand, you might say like, yeah, I want people that are supportive, but on the other hand, you can understand if you know, they don't want to be delusional in their mind to support this fantasy of you becoming a professional poker player. Now, if you're someone out there, the small percentile of people who are winning consistently, whether it's at tournaments or cash games, if it's at live poker, you can understand why they think this, because you go to the casino, you're probably not working out, your diet's probably shitty, you probably have a bad sleep schedule, and you might not have much to show for your alleged poker winnings, right? So you can understand if people see you have this lifestyle and this schedule, and they're like, well, I mean, you know, well, I don't think he's doing that well. So if you are winning money, man, you gotta, if it matters to you, like I said, you just gotta show, and the only thing you gotta show, like, you don't have to show many receipts. You gotta show one receipt. You take a trip to Jamaica. You put a picture on Facebook. You talk about, man, been working so hard at poker. I need to redeem myself with a nice trip. Or maybe you buy something for your mom and you post about it. You gotta like be a little braggadocious a little bit in some of these ways, because that's what people see. They see these pictures and they might hear what you say. And this, like I said, this is only if you really care. If you don't care about this, then you're cool, man. Whatever. You know, Good for you guys. But a lot of people, you guys do care about this. You want to be respected. You want people to be proud of you. You want people to be, look at you as someone that they respect and that they admire and that they want to be more like. Some of you guys don't. Cool. You guys are fucking cool. That's awesome. I respect that too. But a lot of you guys, you want that. I want my family to be proud of me. I want my friends to look at me and be like, yeah, they, be happy for me or whatever it is, right? You don't want your friends and family to think that you're ruining your life and like, what are you doing with yourself? So receipts is the key thing. Whether it's you get something for your family, get something for your friends. And like I said, you don't need to really stunt and talk about this for a prolonged period of time. Maybe you do it for like a couple months, you do once every 4 months, something like that. But you kind of remind people like, hey, poker's going well. As crazy as it sounds. Now, a lot of you losing players can do this too. When you win, you just talk about winning. Post some money, post a chip stack, whatever. And I feel like, man, I'm like enabling you losing motherfuckers out there right now. Work harder, get better, guys, honestly. But if you don't want your friends and family to think you're degenerate, you got to give them a reason to not think they're degenerate. Not think you're a degenerate, rather. So receipts. Maybe you show them graph. I don't really know if that's going to work. Most people don't know what graphs are. They think it's fabricated. They don't know what that is. So, or you just don't care, right? Or you do you, which is another thing that I think a lot of people out there are gonna kind of think about. So I actually posted this on Twitter, a couple months back. I want to read some of the comments. My young friend Drea said, side note, I find it insane how family members will ask poker players whether they're in the red or not. In no other occupation would that be okay. That's a really good point, right? A lot of friends and family, they'll often say, how are you doing? How are you winning at money at poker? How much money do you make at poker? Can you actually make money at poker? And it makes sense because most people think that they associate with the gambling and they think people only lose money at gambling, which is kind of true, right? So I can understand people's curiosity for that. I guess, I don't know, you don't really ask someone how much do you make working at the accountant firm, Jimmy, because we kind of have a base idea, but when it comes to playing poker, who knows how much people that play poker make. It's a very unique career when you talk to friends and family about too. So my buddy Sam Panzica, best in the biz, aka Mr. Ban, says, I always just change the subject instantly. I think that's certainly a route you can take. To me personally, I've never went that route. I like to, I do like to talk about what I do. I do like to be honest about what I do when I've been talking about poker players, my primary thing. And sometimes you're going to see people that like don't fuck with you on that. They have a reaction. Fuck them. Go fuck off. That's what I got to say. You don't like it? If I don't, whatever, then, go fuck yourself. If I got receipts and you don't like it, well, then what the fuck are you going to do about it? What can you do? You can't change their mind. I try to get rid of those toxic people out of my mindset, from my mind. If they have an issue with what I do, or I'm just not going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about something else with them. So my buddy PokerCast, Adam Short said, just smile and wave. I think that's certainly a thing, right? When you're when you're talking to your friends and family, if they have an adverse reaction, if they don't support you, if they think you're degenerate, just smile and wave. Once again, I like to it's not how the approach I've sort of always taken. Joe McKeon, the champ, the love doctor says, get new friends and avoid the family. Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah, I could see. You can't really get new. I don't know. We all like to be close to our family. We all want to be close to our friends for the most part. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's going to be the GTO route, but it certainly is a route you can take. And Jamie, Dr. Fielgo says, a part of me dies inside and wishes I had a big live score to hang my hat on instead of a withered pocket fives page, which is true, right? Receipts. Yeah, show them a receipt. Amanda says, I don't care what they think. I know I make money playing. It's not really their business, and that's certainly an approach people can take. To it too. Kyle Gray says, ignore them, follow your dreams, brother. That one right there is the route I've always went. I just ignore, I for better or worse, right? I ignore the people trying to give me what they view as wisdom, and I go to my own, man. I sort of just pursue my own thing. So yeah, man, I know a lot of you guys out there, you might be foreign, you might have parents that aren't going to support you no matter what or whatever. And, I don't know, man, that sucks, honestly. It's unfortunate, right? But I think eventually if you have enough success, then, they get over it, right? If they don't get over it, fuck, man, what are you going to do? Either quit poker or you find a way to make it work. So yeah, guys, let me know what your experiences are with your friends and family when it comes to this. And try showing some receipts. Can we do a receipt challenge? Show some receipts and see what your reactions are. I bet they're going to change. So, much love, everybody. Peace out. Real Poker Talk. It is what it is. That's it. that's what I got. I'm happy now. Thank you.